Hi Pine class. For our science project this week, we're going to be doing a really exciting practical investigation that I like to call the browning apples experiment. Now, apples are a delicious and healthy snack as long as they are not brown inside. The skin of an apple protects it from the oxygen in the air. However, when you cut an apple, its flesh becomes unprotected. The flesh is then exposed to the oxygen in the air, and a process called oxidisation occurs. Now, oxidisation turns the flesh of an apple brown. Now, in our experiment, you are going to investigate what types of liquid will help to stop or slow down the browning or oxidisation process best. So, if you have a look at my board, you will see that in front of it there are 7 glasses of liquid. Now, each of these glasses have got a different kind of liquid in them. There's one that's got just plain water in it. The next one along has got water that's got salt mixed in it. Then if we go along another one, we've got honey water, so there's lots of honey mixed up in that water. The fourth one is water mixed up with lots of sugar. The fifth is apple juice. The sixth is orange juice. And the seventh one there is lemon juice. I've squeezed one half of a lemon into that and I've put the second half into the water. Now, as a control, we will also use a bit of apple that is not dipped in any liquid. So the idea is this. We are going to dip a slice of apple into each of these liquids, and then we're going to let them rest for 5 minutes, and you will need to time this at home. Now, what I'd like you to do before you do this is to predict, after 5 minutes, which apple slice do you think will have turned least brown and which do you think will have turned most brown? So how will these liquids affect the speed of the oxidisation process? So let's have a go together first, and I'll show you how to set it up, and then you guys will be able to do it and time it properly. So first of all, we need a control one. So I've cut up 2 apples here into 4 slices, so I've got 8 in total. 1 slice of apple is not going to go in any liquid at all. So I'm just going to put that on my plate there to show that one hasn't been dipped in any liquid. Now my next slice, I'm going to put in the plain water. So here's my plain water one. Just going to drop that one in, let it soak in there for a moment, and then I'm going to pull it out. That's just been dipped in plain water, and that there goes with my plain water label, so I know that's the plain water apple. Next one, I'm going to pop into the salt water. So I'm just going to dip that one in. I'm just going to hold it in, it's probably easier. It's been dipped in the salt water, and I'll put it on my plate with its label, salt water. Next one, that's going to be our honey water. I'm going to dip that one in, just make sure the whole thing's covered. Give it a little shake, pop it on my plate. That's my honey water one. Next one is our sugar water. That's our sugar water. Pop that one in, cover the whole flesh, and pop it on my plate with my sugar water label so I know which one is which. Next up, we've got apple juice. This is my apple juice here. Just gonna submerge that one, hold it for a few seconds, little shake, and then onto my plate with the apple juice label. 2 more to go. Next up, we've got our orange juice. Submerge that one, a little shake, out onto the plate with the orange juice label, and my final one is my lemon juice. I'm just going to submerge that one right in. A bit more difficult when I've got a bit of lemon in there. and pop that onto my plate. Now, as soon as they've all come out and they're on my labelled plate, I would start a 5-minute timer. And I would leave them for 5 minutes without doing anything. Then after 5 minutes, I want you to come back and I want you to have a look at them. Have a look, decide which apple slice has turned brown most quickly or is the most brown. Which apple slice has not turned brown or has turned least brown. And I want you to think about which liquid slows down the oxidisation or the browning process best. You'll have your normal investigation sheet to be able to write up your predictions and your method and your results and what you found out. This should be a really great experiment. You don't have to use all of these liquids. You might not have all of them at home, but if you could use some of them and maybe decide on some of your own examples, that would be great. Good luck, and I'm looking forward to seeing your experiments.